Fucking feels. The feels, guys. No more Rice Krispies. Damn. What a shitty day. See, this is why I like working from home. 3 o'clock and it's bumper to bumper traffic. Not having a 9 to 5 is probably one of the greatest freaking things. I like to stay home for a freaking reason, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. So yesterday, I was coming back from a business meeting at like 2:30 and there was massive traffic. Like, anyways, I'm just bitching, but headed to Houston Camera Exchange right now because I kind of wanted to change out. Show you guys. I have a Sigma 2470, just a regular Sigma 2470 lens, but it's made for Canon EF lenses. Mine is a micro four thirds and I have an adapter for it. However, it's a cropped sensor, right? This camera is a cropped sensor, so it's not a full frame, meaning the 24mm actually appears closer, so it's way too close. Like, it's like this, like that. So I can't use it. It's just too annoying. I guess I wouldn't be vlogging with it. I would be only using it if like someone else was recording me or something. I'm trying to I'm not trying to return it, but I'm trying to sell it to Houston Camera Exchange, or maybe exchange it for a nicer micro four thirds lens, which is what my camera uses. So I got fucked up in traffic, guys. This is bad. So apparently I only get 300 for this Sigma, but I bought it for like 7 or 6. So I'm currently being a bad boy, guys. I'm trying to trade this in to get this one, guys, but this is clean. It's a Olympus 12mm lens, which obviously is very, very far, wide angle. Check that price out, guys. That's used. So $522 for this little piece of glass. I think I did pretty good about controlling myself and not buying a new lens, even though I wanted to. However, I did find a lens that I have in mind that I'll probably buy online if I find it for a pretty good price. But sold my lens for $300, so that is better than nothing. I mean, I don't even use that lens, so I might as well sell it while I can get the top dollar for it. So yeah, gonna head to the gym and train back. Hi, can I get a triple shot espresso in a grande cup? 2 pumps sugar-free mocha, 1 pump sugar-free vanilla, 1 Splenda. Can I get that blended, please? Here is the drink. I'm about to try it out for you guys. Not too bad, not too bad. I kind of just made this up today. I wanted something stronger. Triple shot espresso definitely makes it strong. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. 7 out of 10. All right, what's up, everyone? We're gonna do a little talk, and as we're talking, I'm gonna kind of have me and Derek's workout kind of film over, so I'm gonna B-roll it. So today's topic is macro dieting versus bro dieting. And obviously we're talking about in competing and stuff like that, and the differences of both. So in this video right now, I'm gonna have the photo of Derek when he competed, and obviously he's competed 1 time with NPC. NPC?
You got that photo?
Shit, yeah. I'm a creep, bro.
NPC.
Yeah, so you did NPC, and he did bro dieting. So we're gonna talk about the difference. I'm gonna let Derek kind of elaborate. First of all, you want to elaborate what bro dieting is? I'm pretty sure that everyone who's watching this video already knows, but yeah. If not, Derek's going to kind of elaborate bro dieting, and then I'll talk about macro dieting. Go ahead, bro.
Well, bro dieting is pretty much like a set meal plan, very basic, like chicken and rice, fish and rice. You don't really get to venture out a lot. It's set meals of the same exact thing every single day. So, I mean, there's really nothing else to it. What would you say?
Okay, so Derek obviously explained a little gist of what bro dieting is. Now with bro dieting, when your coach prescribed it to you, you had a coach, right?
Yeah.
So when your coach prescribed it to you, they give you a set meal plan, like this is what you eat.
Yeah, so it's like it has your morning breakfast, your snack, your lunch, your snack, your dinner, your snack. So it's like protein for breakfast is like yogurt or a protein shake, egg whites with oats, and then my meals were like broccoli, rice, and chicken, or broccoli, rice, and very lean ground turkey. There's really not so much fat in bro dieting. It's it's pretty much like super clean eating, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just very, it can get tiring eating the same exact things over and over, whereas to macros, you can kind of fit something that you want in, like if you're craving a Rice Krispies treat or something, you know, you fit that in. But with the bro dieting, it's like I would feel bad if I ate something. But it was also 3 years ago, and I didn't really know about macros, so I thought that was like the way you had to compete. I thought that's what you had to do to get super shredded. But I found that going over to macros, I was able to gain a lot of weight a lot easier, you know, because all you have to do is hit your numbers consistently and you'll be okay.
Now, when you competed, you did bro dieting the entire prep, right? How many weeks did you do it for?
I think my prep was a 12-week.
12 weeks?
I did it for 12 weeks, yeah.
Wow.
But I did 2 shows back to back, so I did a 12-week prep, and then I think there was a 2-week break, and then I did another show. So
and then
I kind of just kept it going.
Let me see. How did you feel like during the prep? I know your body probably felt cleansed, to be honest. It's kind of like a natural detox in a way because you're eating healthier, right?
Yeah, my body felt okay, but you know, since bro dieting, you know, getting closer to showtime, you're like cutting your carbs completely, and a lot of times it's really not good for your body because you're messing up your metabolism. So I felt myself tired and really just, I mean, that's how everybody is on prep, I feel like, though, cranky and stuff.
So how are your cravings?
My cravings are horrible. Like there's one day where I was just like, fuck it, I'm eating a candy bar, and I just got a candy bar because I couldn't take it anymore. So it's like and then after our show we binged like crazy. So,
I feel like everyone does that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we binged like 3 days straight hardcore, and like you know, you're supposed to reverse back into it, which we also didn't know about. So basically just do your research. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing to do bro dieting. I mean, you'll still get the physique you want. But there's just options, and it's if you prefer that set schedule of I have to eat this, this, and this, you can do that. You can still do that with macros, though. It's like map out your macros for the day and make that meal for that, and then.
So if you were to look back at your diet and you added up like those daily macros with that bro dieting, do you think you hit sufficient amount of protein, fats, and carbs?
I definitely hit sufficient amount of protein because I was eating like a shitload of chicken. My protein was like 300 at one point. So it was like a very, very high protein, very like mid-range carb and very low fat. Right. So that's kind of how my diet was. So I lost a lot of weight. I mean, I got pretty shredded. But then when I tried to turn around and kind of like bulk on that, it was like impossible. Because I wasn't hitting enough carbs. So it was just, it's kind of like a cookie cutter type thing.
Exactly.
You know, like if you're trying to lose weight and you don't know what the hell you're doing, just eat clean kind of thing. But so I definitely don't think like when I added them up, I think my highest carbs were like 250. And
all right, so
it's like, and that's supposed to be your low carb day. And so for most people.
So that is pretty much like a gist of what bro dieting is. Obviously Derek has a lot of experience. I feel like everyone has a good amount of experience. I've definitely had some experience with bro dieting as well because, you know, we came from an era where when we first started lifting, there was no, you know, the whole flexible dieting thing wasn't polished. It was kind of like with Tom Platz and, you know, those kinds of people, they were talking about, or Dorian Yates too, they were talking about calories in versus calories out, which is essentially the exact same thing. So I've done, you know, macro dieting obviously with my shows. I'm currently doing that now. And with macro dieting, you find a specific amount of calculations relatively to your body weight. I would say 15 to 18 times, depending on how your body's active. With macro dieting, you're given a set of macros: fats, carbs, and protein. That's macronutrients. Micronutrients is vitamins and minerals. But you're given a set of macronutrients, and you hit that per day. Does not matter what you eat, and does not matter when you eat. It's not like bro dieting, where bro dieting was like you have 6 meals a day and you have to eat it at a certain window. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there's also no benefit to that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people still ask the question, should I eat every 2 hours? Would I go quote unquote catabolic, or should I eat 30 minutes right after my workout, have a protein shake? Guys, I think I want to stress to you guys that everything is irrelevant at this point. Meal timing is irrelevant. Obviously, and it's all a myth, and you don't want to obviously hit 90% of your macros at 2 a.m. in the morning. That obviously you need to have some form of common sense for that and just management, So at the end of the day, guys, get your, with macro dieting, it's all about hitting your macros. Obviously, when we think about health, we talk about balance. Fruits and vegetables, I aim for 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables per day, and 10 to 15 grams of fiber per 100 carbs.
Yeah,
that's what I recommend. Obviously, if there's questions, you guys can direct it to me or Derek. Derek doesn't have a YouTube, but he does have an Instagram. You guys can obviously message Derek. He'll happily answer those questions. In regards to macros, I want to say I got really relatively conditioned. I want to say like under the 6% body fat range, like a true high 5% range. It's very, very difficult to the point where your body rejects a lot of stuff because you're at a point in time where your body does not want to be that lean. But do I recommend macro dieting over bro dieting? Absolutely. And I think it definitely depends on your knowledge and, not trying to overcomplicate things, because a lot of people overcomplicate things, correct?
Yeah.
Ashley and Derek, they both, they're married now, but they know a lot about fitness to the point where they know that macro dieting just makes more sense, because at the end of the day, it's actually the same thing, but you're eating whatever you want. So you feed your cravings. And you don't go as crazy, right?
Yeah.
Even though, as a competitor, even right now, I have low macros, but I can still fit in relatively what I want to fit in.
Yeah. But you're still, like, going off that, you're still not, even, like, if you're prepping for a show, you're still not going to eat, like shit every single meal just because you can fit it in your macros.
Yeah.
Like, there's a certain extent to that as well.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people think like, oh, macros, you just eat whatever you want. You eat shitty. I mean, you still want to have good carb sources, fat sources, protein sources. You don't want to be eating a bunch of shit, because you can still lose weight, but you won't look as good.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's kind of where bro dieting and macros kind of go a little hand in hand, because you still want to eat sort of clean, but you still want to hit the macros.
Yeah.
So,
and on top of that, like, junk food is much more calorie dense than like I eat yellow squash a lot now. If you guys follow me on Instagram, 400 grams of yellow squash, which is a lot, is only 10 carbs. That is like 3 Sour Patch Kids. You're comparing like 400 grams of vegetables as opposed to 3 Sour Patch Kids that have the same amount of carb sources. So when you diet and when you become accustomed to this lifestyle, you definitely make smarter choices, especially when you're limited to the amount of calories you have left, if that makes sense. But, you can still achieve the same physique doing either diet. I wouldn't say that one diet is more beneficial than the other, but I would definitely say that flexible dieting is the better way to go, because you can still do, like, macronutrients. I can eat the exact same thing as a bro dieter, but track those macros. And then next meal, let's say I don't want to eat chicken, oatmeal, and avocado. I can eat something else like peanut butter or something like that. I can sub it out. At the end of the day, guys, be kind of cautious about your food choices. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a balance, guys. Remember, balance is key to everything. Derek, what else do you want to say?
It's really it. I mean, it's like we said it all.
Yeah. So, like we emphasize, guys, there's really no one benefit to the other. If you're pretty advanced and you're not trying to, let's say you're not trying to lose weight, right? Your goal is to gain weight. I would say
you can't gain weight on bro dieting. Like
you could.
I mean, you could, but you have to eat like a shitload of clean
fucking
food
brown rice and everything.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get white rice. You're gonna get bored of 4-5 cups of rice per meal.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, also
it also depends on the person too, because like I had to almost eat pretty bad to gain weight.
Yeah.
So
I
mean, like
calorie dense foods.
Yeah.
So those of you like, if Derek is 200 plus pounds, he would like Derek's an athlete. He does a lot of high intensity cardio. He works out 5-6 days a week, and he eats a fuck ton. Right. For those of you who say you cannot, you're eating way too much. You're eating a lot, and you're not gaining enough weight. Derek will be the person to tell you, and he'll attest to that you guys aren't eating enough.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like 95% of the people who say they're eating enough is not eating enough. But like I said, guys, if you have any questions, be sure to direct it to Derek in terms of bro dieting, like how he approached his, contest prep and everything like that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Go follow Derek. His Instagram stuff will be in the description box below. Hope you enjoy the workout too, because we killed it. So, gonna do some cardio, and I'll see you guys.
8 weeks out? 5 weeks out?
One. Yeah, 5.5.
5.5 weeks out?
I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Is your head spinning? Is your heart racing? Is there fire?